See, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. We said about the apostles and elders of great most and well. Our teachers were apostles in the truth, and we say salutation, so they acclimate to the preaching of the truth and say the in and the out. Considering season and season, we say shalom. Once again, going into some scriptures here, and that's basically touching upon our topic. Now, this topic came along when we was in the works over the past weekend, and our brother mentioned that these people believe that they believe that the money is what going to save them in that day, and I saved it as a topic, and I'll touch upon it. Now I went online and searched some questions, right? Now this was a question that I saw pop up that someone asked. I say, why does money becomes useless in case of an apocalypse, right? Now when you look at the word apocalypse, just to gain a context, the question, what it is the person asking, right? It's a apocalypse. It say the complete final destruction of the world, as described in the biblical book of Revelation, right? Let's see here an event involving destruction or damage on a catastrophic scale. They say the apocalypse of World War II. So basically, let's just say we know we're going into what? The World War III. You understand? We know the scriptures mention about wars and rumors of wars, famines, all this stuff. These is things these is events that will bring upon that kind of destruction. They say at a catastrophic scale. World War III, famine, these is things that you're seeing happening right now. You understand? Especially famine. You understand? To the point where so much countries already preparing for food crisis. They send out messages, they send out things on the article, they're on news, talking about famine is on a big uprise right now. You understand? So you say an event involving destruction or damage on a catastrophic scale, right? Right. So let's go back to the question at hand, right? Let's see why does money become useless in case of an apocalypse, right? So in case of an event where a catastrophic event, right? Let's say the only reason. So this was an answer here, right? Let's say the only reason any nation's currency has any value is because people have faith that it is actually worth something, which is right. People believe that the paper dollar is worth something, right? They say that it can be traded instantly and universally for goods and services in the future. People primarily depend upon the government to regulate the currency, right? To prevent counterfeiting and to establish banking protections to ensure people can save it without worrying. It also depends heavily upon people's faith that goods and services can be purchased on an ongoing basis in the future, right? In an apocalypse, all of that is out the window. People are hoarding the basics, which is food, fuel, ammo, which is right. In the scenario, in the times we coming in too, that is what's going on with this farming that taking place. There are people are already preparing, they're hoarding foods, they're saving food, they're planting all this other stuff, right? Now let's go into a scripture here. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath. So the riches that you have is not going to profit you. This paper dollar is not going to profit you any time of any catastrophe, any time of any catastrophic event, because now people are studying their safety, they're studying to be safe and all this stuff. Your money is useless. You could bring $1 million and that would not trade for an ounce of food, because it becomes useless. These people, especially these churchgoers, they believe that the money is what going to save them. That is why they're storing it up. That is why they believe the money is a blessing from the Lord and so forth. That is their belief. But in the time of anything catastrophic, because we know the prophecies are being sent, we know these things are happening. We know the famine, the pestilences, the disease, the scourges, the ICBMs, all this stuff that is coming. Money is going to become useless. You understand? It is going to become useless, just as this person say here. In an apocalypse, all of that is out the window. People are holding the basics: food, fuel, ammo, etc. Right? It said riches profit not. Proverbs 11 verse 4. It said riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. Let's take a pause here. Right. It's coming back here. It said what? It said riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. So righteousness is what going to deliver from death. Knowing how about Shemi Onshai, serving the Lord. Following the words that are written here. This is what it is, knowing the Lord's name. Righteousness delivered from death. Your riches profited nothing in that day. This is something you have to get out of your mind. Your riches is not going to save you. In that time, when you look up the word hoarding, right? Right? It's a hoarding. It's a hoarding a large. Let's see if I get in the right sense. I want to get it as. It's a hoard. It's a accumulate money or valuable objects. Accumulate money or valued objects and hide or store away. So this is what they would be doing in a time when the paper dollar becomes useless. Basically, they will be bringing in what the RFID chip. We know that for sure. So like that is a prophecy. Let me just jump to a scripture here quick, right? This is the book of It says, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 39, verse 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy. So we're supposed to be occupied in prophecies because this is what it is coming our way. Right? This is what coming our way. In the time to come, death, it's a death and destruction is coming, right? And the prophecies are written, the mark of the beast, the World War III, famine, all this other stuff. These, when they're occupied in these things, you get to understand that money is useless in that time. Money is useless. The scriptures tell you in the book of same book of Second Ezra, right? Second Ezra chapter 16, it tell you about men running into your houses. You understand? Men running into your houses with the sword to what? To take whatever they have. And better bottom dollar, they're not going to take your money. They come and take your food, your water, whatever supplies that they have. That is how catastrophic it's going to be in that time. That is how chaotic it's going to be in that time. So your riches become what? Useless. Your money become useless. Right? Going back to the Proverbs. It said, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. It said, the righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. So so the righteous will be led, and there are many scriptures to prove that. You understand? The righteous, his way will be put forth in front of him. You understand? But for the wicked, it said the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. You hoarding up, you saving that money, it gonna be useless in that time, right? It going to be useless in that time, right? It's a Proverbs chapter 10, verse 2. It says, treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness deliver it from death. So it's telling you here, wait is deliver it from death. It's telling you here, wait is go save your righteousness. You understand? So if you don't follow in this word, then what it is going to save you? It tell you about, the scriptures tell you what is your wisdom knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. What is your wisdom knowledge? Things written here. But you all choose to what? Scorn and deny this word. So death is all the only part. That is why all you turn to what? Money, because all you have nothing else to turn to. But in that day, that your paper dollar becomes useless. Right? You really feel when a man need to feed his daughter, he need to feed his household, he need to feed his children. You understand? You really feel he want to see $100 bill? You know, like, hey, take this now and go on. But no, that would become useless in that time. What he wants is food. Right? So it's saying in Apocalypse, of all that is out the window, all of that is out the window. So he's telling you the faith that people had in the government, the faith that people had in money, that out the window. You understand? That gone. Because now the paper dollar becomes what? Useless. It's say people are holding the basics, food, fuel, and ammo. Where you feel they're holding ammo for? If you because people go be coming to ravage, you'll be coming to do all this other stuff. So they have to fight back. Right? Let me jump to a scripture here. This is the book of Zephaniah. Right? The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 18. Right? It says here, Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, and he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. So it's telling you here, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them. Your riches, your money become useless. Right? Yeah. So your money becomes what? Your money becomes useless in that day. You feel when the Lord bringing you wrath, you can bribe the Lord. You feel you can take out the money and say, Lord, yeah, I have look at $1 million. I have this for you. You know, this $1 million. It's from a seat in the kingdom. It don't work so. It don't work so. You know that prosperity doctrine that they give all over the years. It not going to save you any day of wrath. It not going to help you, right? Right? So it say here, and will not let go of them. It say, as these items it shows one's very survival, and there are no assurances that more will be available anytime soon. Just for example, the famine that is taking place. There's no assurance of when this going on. They tell you in the coming months it is going to have a scarcity of food. So the people that have food right now is going to hold it. And you all jakes that think everything is a joke and all they have money and all they want to go party, you're going to be caught. All the pants on, all they're going basically going to die. Right? You see, as these items shows one very, very survival, and there are no assurances that more will be available anytime soon. There's no government preventing anyone from printing their own currency or breaking into unguarded banks and stealing it. And the things that people commonly buy with money, land, nice cars, retirement accounts, stock in corporations, are either non-existent or have no value at all anymore. That is what I'm going to jump to our scripture here, right? Going into the First Timothy, right, chapter 6. First Timothy chapter 6. It say, but godliness with content is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And it's certain about that. You all believe that your riches is you're going to take that out of here. You believe that your riches is going to fall into the kingdom. No, it's not so. Right? It say, and having food and raiment, let us be there with content. So it's telling you how important to be content with this food and raiment. But they're telling you here no. And the things that people commonly buy, which is what? Nice cars, retirement, right? You say are either non-existent or have no value at all. So you tell you the importance of food, how important food is. With that, just be content. And in that day, it going to be so bad with the famine that your food going to be rare. So your money comes to naught. Your money comes to nothing. With hyperinflation, inflation, the increases seen what it is taking place, your money is nothing right now. Right? Your money becomes nothing. So it say what? It say neither the silver nor the gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. So that not going on to save you. Right? Right? Let's jump back to this Proverbs. Before we go into this, jump into this Proverbs. Proverbs 10, verse 2 says, treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness deliver it from death. Righteousness is what delivered from death. It said, the Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. He becometh poor that dealeth with his slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. So you see it, right? They say, he that gathereth in the summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in the harvest is the son that casteth shame. Right? So again, the importance of knowing righteousness, the importance of this, that money becomes nothing. The things that they have, the car, the house, the land, that comes to naught in the time of destruction. That comes to nil. Right? Ezekiel chapter 7. Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 19, right? You see, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. The silver and the gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. So again, your riches, your money, that not going to save you. Right? I'm going to jump to our next scripture here. This is the book of Job. The book of Job. The book of Job, chapter 36. Book of Job, chapter 36, verse 18. Right? You see, because there is wrath, beware, lest he take thee away with his stroke, then a great ransom cannot deliver thee. You see it? Because there is wrath, beware, lest he take thee away with his stroke, then a great ransom cannot deliver thee. Your money cannot deliver you. Your money is not going to save you. Your money is not going to buy your way into the kingdom. Your money is not going to bribe anything from coming your way. That is not going to help you in the day of wrath. Will he esteem thy riches? No, not gold, nor all the forces of strength. So your riches is nothing to the Lord. Your riches is nothing to the Lord at all. Right? So at the end of the day, we know what it is going to save your righteousness. Right? So let's finish this article and I'll close off, because I might do a part 2 to this. Or I might even touch upon this upon the streets. It say are either non-existent or have no value at all anymore. When the system collapses and people doubt that it will ever recover, the dollar will be useless. Many current first world nations have suffered an economic collapse at one time or another, and have been forced to start again with an alternate currency. And yes, this most definitely includes America. So yeah, your money becomes the note, your money becomes nil. Right? So with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Rekakodash. We say that to apostles and elders, agreements, and rule teachers, our apostles in truth. And we say salutations, holy Akim, and say push on truth to the day and the out. Constantly season, we say Shalom.